Boy, am I rusty at this. Yep.
You ready?
Yeah.
Who you voting for?
Uh,
Who have you been told to vote for the
you know
most?
what? You want me to just say
No.
it? Okay.
I mean, I guess if you want to say it, who you voting for?
Do you want to get political right now already?
I think that could be a good first one. 'Cause a lot
Really?
has happened.
You know, we've been gone for how long, and you just want to jump right into politics?
And the world literally turned upside down.
Yeah, it's been
because
quite a
it
wild ride.
rotates. So, a few things have happened since the
Yes.
last episode of
Well,
Beef Stew.
let's catch everyone up. When was the last episode?
like June.
It was the middle of June. It was right before we left for our Florida trip.
Yeah, it was COVID time.
Yeah. Everything seemed a little less stressful, though, somehow.
So, America was hitting this little peak where we're getting over COVID a little bit, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what it was about June, but it shot back up again. But we are returning to work. People seem to be returning places.
Yeah,
Things are happening.
we've been back to work for about 2 months now.
Yeah, before you went to your Florida trip, I'm pretty sure.
No. It's like a month after.
Excuse me.
It's like the beginning of July.
So,
What happened? Seems like a vortex of time, doesn't it?
a lot has happened.
Yeah, it feels like it's been forever.
Were the protests and everything like that, was that between our gap?
I think George Floyd happened right before we left. Like, that might have been the last episode.
I feel like so much has happened.
That was
Um,
just George Floyd.
I think politically things have gotten way more active between our gap specifically, and this is what happens when we don't record. I don't know. I feel like I'm more involved this time around. Do you?
Involved? No, I
Like,
feel less so
active.
than last year.
I'm not as persuaded to vote either way. I'll be real with you.
Oh, I'm voting I'll always vote.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think I have more of a definite choice this time.
Do things feel more divided or less divided?
More
You think so?
in an unreal way.
I think so too. And it's weird because I thought Trump versus Hillary was like the biggest thing I've seen with people being divided, but it almost seems like it's even more now with Joe Biden.
Yeah. You know, speak into your microphone, buddy.
I am speaking in my microphone.
So, yeah, I mean, to make it easy for myself and everyone to understand where I stand politically, I'm not happy with how everything's going now. So I'm gonna vote for whatever is not that.
So you're voting for
And-
Biden?
Yeah, and I think I chose last year to vote third party because I did not like either party. It's the same this year. I don't like either party, but I know I'm not happy with where things are now, so there needs to be something new, I think.
It's weird because I don't know how to feel because my guy's out. My guy was out pretty early. So
Who,
I'm
Bernie.
yeah. And I
You know what? I would have been fine with Yang.
No, me too. Okay, those are
Like,
the two people
get
I
all
really
these old
wanted.
fucks out of here. Let's get somebody new and that actually knows what's going on.
I was
there.
pretty certain Yang wasn't going to make it far, but yeah, he was. If I could have picked anyone personally to,
And he was the first to endorse Biden, wasn't he?
I don't know. I didn't even know he did, but I will say I personally feel like he would have done the best.
Well,
I
yeah,
just,
because it was he was going to endorse between him and Bernie.
there still
'Cause
has,
it was just him and Bernie left,
yeah.
and he chose to endorse Biden.
Bernie had a shot. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why they chose to run with Biden.
I don't know.
I mean, I do know why. I feel like
they
it's a
think
very
that Biden has a better chance because he appeals to the older generation, and
Because he was
Bernie
vice
appeals
president.
to millennials.
I just don't see it. I don't see him winning because the debates haven't happened. I mean, it's really I could see it going either way. If he does well in the debate, which is very possible. I know it's a goof to make fun of him for being like the way he is when he talks, but if he does well in a debate, he's got a good chance. Biden.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's going to be the deciding factor is if he can
Not for me personally. I don't know. I still don't really know. None of that's going to really persuade me.
Hold on a second.
For me personally, I don't.
Keep going.
In a red state like we are, it'd have to be something wild for me to feel like my vote mattered. I wouldn't. I'm not as big into hating either candidate, though. I just don't know how involved I'd be. I just don't. The only thing.
I don't hate. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of shit between both of them. Biden's kind of a borderline racist pedophile, and Trump's just.
Well, the thing with Biden, the thing that dissuades me a little bit is I don't think we're getting Biden. I think you're getting Klobuchar.
Wait, who?
Or not Klobuchar.
Harris?
Harris, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's not going to last long.
Yeah, I really don't think he will. And again, that's what the debate's going to prove for me. If he doesn't do well in the debate, he still has a chance to win. But I don't think you'll get Biden.
I don't feel like I'm seeing either. I don't think I'm seeing anything from either person. Like, by this point in 2016, the country was, foaming at the mouth politically. You know what I mean? But there's just so much discourse and disarray happening all around the world and within our country. It feels like I don't ever see Biden coming out and talking about things or Trump addressing things. And maybe I'm just ignorant to what's going on, but I feel like even...
Well, he's holding rallies right now.
Who, Trump?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I felt like I saw it more on social media, though. Do you think maybe they're changing that because of the outcome of 2016?
Well, I don't know. I don't think anything's changed because I think what's happening, what Hillary did was very social media heavy. I mean,
so
she
was
did
Trump.
rallies.
You don't remember Pepe and...
I think his big target is, like, older people. That's why you see, like, he pretty much has his own network with Fox News. But all his rallies are televised there. Like, the Facebook crowd, I feel like, is more in Trump's favor. I feel like Facebook as a whole, I don't know if that was on purpose, but I feel like Facebook is his strongest social
fake
media
news
platform.
Trumpers.
Yeah, your uncle.
My uncle?
Whoever it is, happens to be somebody's uncle.
Oh, yeah. It's always an uncle.
Yeah, posting, like, weird memes. But people on the left do it, too. It's just on Twitter. That's where you're going to find it.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot to think about.
I'm tired of it. I've made my decision. I don't really care. The only thing I care about politically now is seeing those debates.
I want to see the debates. There are some issues that are very prevalent to me that neither candidate is addressed, and I don't think they will. And they're important, I think, with this movement, too. I think people really underplay decriminalization of marijuana and how much that really does impact.
Yeah, I'm for it.
Everyone. I mean, the black community is affected by it probably the heaviest. It's such an easy, unfair way to imprison people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really don't understand it.
Do you think we'll get that from Biden?
No, and that's what sucks.
Yeah.
Like Bernie, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yang, you did. I don't think you'll ever get that from Biden.
It really doesn't make sense anymore.
It doesn't. I know Trump wants to, like, take it away from, like, states being able to decide themselves, which sucks. And I think will make everything worse. But Biden's not for it. I mean, he's tough on crime, and so is Harris. Like, they're both tough on crime. I don't think that's the only issue you should hang your hat on. But it's something it's still to this day blows my mind no one's ever addressed it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's such a bigger issue for me of, like, what do we not have the freedom to do? Like, why is something like that illegal?
Yeah,
I wouldn't even
about
partake. I just don't understand it.
Really, it wasn't really addressed since Obama was in office.
Was it? I mean, he left it up to the states, but,
Yeah.
like, why? Why not the entire country?
Yeah. Kind of sucks. Like, all of our border states are for it, and then we're just kind of stuck here, like...
Our people are for it.
It's bad.
The people,
it's bad for you.
Yeah. It's legislation. Like, the people are for it. It's the government that is not for it.
Right.
I think when you go vote, I tried to last time, and I'm going to do it again. I'm way more concerned about local and state government because I feel like we definitely have more of a say there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, something about it. Like
That
I
might
don't
be-
I don't have a big social media platform. I'm not some big personality. Like what I say politically doesn't matter as much when it comes to the president, but like my vote does really count when it comes to local and state government. And honestly, if you don't like the president, it starts there. I mean, the people who you vote to be your state representative ultimately has a say in like what the president gets to pass and determine. So,
Is it still up? It's probably still up to the states, isn't it?
marijuana,
Yeah.
it is. It's still illegal, like country. It's weird. It's still technically illegal, but it's decriminalized in certain states. It's a mess, is what it is. That's why it's like, well, then what's medical? How do you get medical? Do you have to have a card? Like it's handled very poorly. And I feel like the only purpose of it being illegal is to criminalize people in an easy way.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't affect anyone. That's the other thing. I get, because the thing I've heard is, well, I don't want that smoke and smelling that all the time. Like, if you want to make the smoking of it illegal, is different than making the entire thing illegal. There are other ways people
You
can
can't do it
consume
publicly either, right? Like it'd be like alcohol. Like
Or
you can't be walking
cigarettes.
around on the streets drinking a beer.
Yeah, it's like alcohol and it's like cigarettes. Like
I think cigarettes are a little more lax though, because you can
No, I
you
mean-
can walk on the street and smoke a cigarette.
you can't go in a restaurant.
right.
You can't
well,
smoke in an apartment complex.
Right. Well,
You can't. Like, I mean, you can by breaking the rules, but technically, no, you're not supposed to.
yeah.
So,
Let's talk about something that's not politics.
what
What else has happened since June?
So, I moved out. I guess we can go there. So
Chris
I'm in
is
my
a
own
big
place.
boy.
Speaking of weed, I have to say it is very annoying because the people below me smoke a lot of it and it stinks. And I have to light so my
Incense.
apartment doesn't smell. It's the hallway that smells. And it seeped through a little bit one time, but I lit a candle and immediately I was like, poof.
You got any contact ties?
Nope, but I know there's kids down there, so I know whoever's smoking it's got some little kids running around sucking up fumes.
Mommy's had a stressful day.
Go team. Yeah, mommy's had a stressful day. Let me go rip this fat one.
So how? Other than that, what
Go
is
play
your
GI Joes before I rip Buzz Lightyear's head off and smoke him.
Do you feel like you got a lot of experience from being in my apartment a lot?
No, I mean,
Really?
well, I don't do a lot.
You picked up a couple of my recipes.
Yeah, I did the mac and cheese thing.
Yeah.
Like cooking, it's fun to learn new things.
Yeah.
That's been
I love cooking.
a decent amount of fun. I've been I gained a little bit of LBs over COVID. You probably
You know,
see.
it's probably from living on your own too.
Yeah, a little
You
bit,
just-
because
you-
it's like you want to make more, but also at the same time you end up making like spaghetti is
Yeah.
a killer. Spaghetti's so easy,
Yeah.
doesn't take time, and you just eat a lot
You know
of
what?
it.
That's probably what I'll have for dinner tonight.
But, I don't know. I don't throw parties. That's my big thing. Is
Do you
I'm-
want to throw parties?
No, and I moved in with someone who doesn't. I moved in with JB. JB don't throw parties, which is
Good.
nice.
Yeah.
Because I don't want that.
No, you don't want that.
Like hanging out with friends, whatever. I don't care about that. But when
Mhm.
it's like loud music and I can't go into a room,
Yeah, that's like frat boy stuff.
yeah, and that I can't stand. And the
You're-
people I live with don't do that. They just smoke a little gangy,
Which
little bit of
is,
the big,
you know,
big.
To each their own.
A little bit of the stanky.
We had some roommates that were like that. You remember that?
I do remember that.
Or not roommates, but people who live next to us.
Yeah, no, not roommates.
In
Let
our
me be
building.
clear, not Ethan and Paisley. No, it was the frat boy.
You know, Ethan's blazing up every other night.
No,
stressful
he's got
day at
big
work.
muscles.
Badger.
His
Badger.
biceps are too big to waste that on some
Dude,
marijuana.
Ethan's daddied up.
I can see his veins in his biceps.
I really might just go live with him just so I can daddy up too.
He's like, you're just gonna, here's an axe. I don't know what you're gonna do with it. You can chop grass, leaves,
Sounds like
trees,
a nice, simple life.
tree trimming, body slimming. Ethan Paisley,
Muscle getting.
muscle getting.
What
I
else has
can't think of
happened?
anything.
Okay, so that's June. What happened in July?
I missed out on the 4th of July party. It was on the Saturday, and it sucked. I can't believe that. My favorite thing is the 4th of July parade, because you sit there in the heat.
Wait,
You
we
get candy
partied on
th-
4th of July.
Did we?
Yeah.
What did we do?
We sat in my backyard and lit off fireworks. You were there, weren't you? Right?
Yeah,
Were you?
I showed up. No, I didn't. I
Yeah,
was not
the
there.
Hochstettlers came.
What, to your house?
Yes.
No.
Yes, because it was us, the Hochstettlers, and our neighbors, I'm pretty sure.
You okay? Not this house.
No, my mom's house.
Yes, you're correct. You are correct on that one.
You are correct, sir.
And I remember because you all got back from your vacation and it was already tense. And I was like, man, you guys are hanging out all together really quickly. You either became
it was
really,
the next day.
yeah.
It
I
was
was like,
Stacy's birthday party.
y'all close.
That I wasn't invited to.
We won't get into that here. But
Oh, yeah, that was fun for you.
no, yeah,
$60 well spent.
I will not comment. I'll just sit here. We'll move on. Oh, and then like throughout the whole, up until September, I had heard about that Mario rumor, and I was like, I literally told you guys, I'm like, this is gonna be one. Look at the rumors, they're coming. Nope. Direct partner showcase. Boring. They literally should have said boring in the title. I cannot believe that was so disappointing. Like, whatever. Some people like those games.
I don't even remember it.
Yeah, you go eat nacho cheese out of a bowl. Go do your turbo taxes, buddy. You're out there playing Final Fantasy 14, pal. And you were clicking away on your mouse and keyboard. I was like, how can you be doing this when you have Mario in the other room?
Oh, you're talking about me.
Yeah.
TurboTax? Because it's on a computer?
It's my favorite PC game. I win a lot.
Yeah, I'm streaming now, so if you want to go follow me, it's twitch.tv/Alec_arts.
We'll play games and get wild.
Yeah, we'll play some games. I'll open up a Discord and we can play some Minecraft.
Being funny around games is not very hard, especially games like that.
No.
Where you literally do anything.
I
But
would like to stream Mario Odyssey sometime.
all the Mario games that's the thing. Each of these games that just came out, I'm pretty sure have like a hard level. It'd be fun to go through each of those. Just those, not the whole game. Just like each of those levels just to see if you can beat them
Yeah, but right now I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 online
right now.
because it's fun.
And then the PlayStation 5 got announced.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And the Xbox Series X. Oh, yeah, not only did it get announced, but between this literal gap in time, it got announced, the name came out, the controller came out, the price got released in the release date and pre-order date.
Yeah.
Pre-order disaster.
Yeah,
Have you tried to get one?
no.
You can. There's some places like every day, at least one retailer's like, oh, they're up.
Really?
Yeah, people have been getting them like slowly. You have to like watch it though.
You know, I'll probably wait till the holiday.
Good luck. Like certain retailer, like I don't know what GameStop's doing because I don't think they're doing pre-orders for them, which is wild. That's gonna be a nightmare if you're trying to get that when it actually releases. You're gonna have to
Well,
like
it
wait
releases
in
in
line.
November. You'll have all the time in between November and... I just
Won't
need to pay
though.
off my credit card now, and then I'm going to put that on my credit card.
I'm not buying it probably till next year.
No, I want
Let's-
to play Demon Souls. Also, my PlayStation 4 has been acting up for about 2 years now, and I'm just ready to move on.
Yeah, Demon Souls is the only thing though that like can't run on a PS4. I'm pretty sure. And I'm very curious if God of War is also going to be ported to PS4.
Oh, man.
I kind of hope not. Kind of hope so.
You mean
I don't know.
PS5?
No, it's out for
Oh, God of War
PS5, but I think
2.
it's going to come also to the
You're
PS4.
talking about Ragnarok.
Yeah. So the reason I say that is because I don't think anyone had the PS5 development kits until like this year. So all these games coming out, I don't think were designed around the PlayStation 5.
Or designed around PC. But now that PlayStation 5 has an SSD, it's pretty fucking close to a PC.
Well, that and like a lot of these games rely on Unreal Engine. That's why Naughty Dog isn't going to come out with anything for a long time because they were probably waiting on that Unreal Engine 5 and it came out this year. So who knows what that is? I know there's a rumored Uncharted, but it's going to be from another studio and it's not Nathan Drake. It's Chloe and Nadine, I imagine. So
Pass.
yeah, I just everything else, like Miles Morales, I'm stoked for, but
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah,
get
that
that on
looks so
PS4.
good. The combat sequences for that looked crazy.
I'll get that Sackboy game too for PS4.
No, I'm not getting that.
That to me looked like Mario 3D World, so I'm pretty excited. That looks really cool to me.
I think I'm done with Sackboy after Little Big Planet 3.
I liked Little Big Planet 3.
It wasn't Little Big Planet 1 or 2 though.
Yeah, it had new stuff. I
Killed
liked
it.
the first game the most.
First
but,
game was amazing.
but we will see. I need to know what else is coming out because so far, like, Ratchet looks cool, but I think that's PS5. I'm pretty sure. I don't think
Yeah,
that.
Ratchet's PS5.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is not coming to the PlayStation 4 because that game was built or is being built with, I think you said PC hardware. Like, it's not built with PlayStation 4 developmental kits, so it would not run on one. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that.
It looks okay. And you know what? I probably won't get that one.
I probably will, just because I
think
played
I
the
have to
first
be
one. I liked it.
A little more picky with my games now because 70 is quite a bit of money.
See, I don't think Ratchet would be 70. I think Ratchet would be 50, just like Miles Morales. Because Ratchet for PS4 was 40.
Wait, Miles Morales is only 50?
Yeah, Miles Morales is only 50, which is the new 40. But the Ultimate Edition is 70, and the Ultimate Edition comes with a remastered version of Spider-Man PS4.
Nah.
See, I don't know. Like, I don't know what that means.
Does it
I'd
come
have to
with
see a
like all
comparison.
the DLC?
I imagine it comes with all the DLC, but the hair and like all the textures are supposed to be improved. I just don't, and loading time. Like there's supposed to be pretty much no loading time. That'll be huge because that game had long loading times. We'll just have to see. Like I want to see a side by side comparison of that game. I want to know how long it's going to take to load. Because I'm not going to get a PS5 for that, but when I do eventually get one, I may get Miles Morales Ultimate Edition just to have that. I may also... No, I think I want physical, because if I'm going to... The whole point is backwards compatible, if I can get rid of my PS4. So I'm very curious to see what these sites... Because they make it sound like whenever you put a PS4 game in there, anything from Last of Us 2 on...
Do you think you'll be able to transfer over your digital games to the PS5?
Yeah, I bet anything... Cause
Anything that's linked to your PSN?
yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, I think so for sure. That'd be nuts because that digital edition, I think there's that, and then that PS Plus collection, which is cool because I bet a lot of people are in my situation. Because from what I understand, the disc version is hard to get. The digital one is a little easier to get.
The PlayStation 5, you mean?
Yeah, like the digital one.
Yeah.
So I'll have to see what comes out. So far, nothing really does it for me, honestly, yet. They're good games. They look fun, but I'll play them on PS4. Demon Souls, it'll be one I maybe get, maybe.
You think they're going to announce any more games once it gets closer to launch?
I bet you'll see some this week. There's supposed to be a Metal Gear Solid remake rumor coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's going to be, though. Those, like that Prince of Persia thing, did you see that? That was garbage looking. It looked like a PS3 game. It was supposed to be a remake, and it does. Like, they redid cutscenes and everything, but it looks so bad.
Prince of Persia is not really the best game.
No. I think you'll see... What do you predict that
if
you'll
it's just
see?
a bunch of remakes, I'll be pissed.
Yeah, the remake stuff, it's cool. Like, there are some games I think benefit from it. Like, a Metal Gear Solid would be warranted, I think. I think that'd be cool.
You know what I want to see? You know, with all this backdating and shit that we've gone through with Cyberpunk, I would really appreciate a PlayStation 5 version of that game.
Of Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
I bet there will be. I bet it'll cross-launch.
You know, and I feel like that's the reason they've pulled back so much, and they're going to drop that.
Skyrim will come out for PlayStation 5.
Because it's coming out, like, what, a week before the PlayStation 5?
Yeah, it's like October something. Like late October.
I thought it was November.
I thought it was October.
Hmm.
Oh, well. I'm not playing it. I don't really care.
Cyberpunk?
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, no, I'm playing it. That
I'm
game
not
looks
into
fun.
first-person story mode games.
I don't know. It looks fun. Looks really good, too.
What do you think comes out? What do you think they announce next summer? I think you don't hear anything from Naughty Dog.
No. They just put out Last of Us. We're not hearing from them for another 2 or 3 years, probably.
Yeah, depending on, like, because they've also got the HBO show. Now, I know this thing of, like, so here's the thing with God of War that really scares me. I think Miles Morales is cool because it's like a 5 or a 9 to 10 hour game is what Miles Morales is. It's that's why it's only $40 or like a discounted game.
Jesus.
It's not Spider-Man 2.
They really played it out to be that, though.
No, they've
Because
said
when
it
people
very
were coming
clearly, though.
back, yeah, but after they said that and people were like, no, it's just like DLC. They're like, no, it's not DLC. It's a separate game.
Yeah, it's not DLC. It's like Uncharted 4 Lost Legacy or
See, that's fucked up. At that point, it should just be DLC.
I think that's the thing. I think that's kind of why it is.
It should be considered DLC. It's an expansion of the first game.
Well, so there's a new city, so you're playing in Harlem, which you can't play in the first game. So there's a little bit of expansion there. Everything looks a little better, and 9 to 10 hours is no joke.
Bruh.
I mean, that's half of like DLC for Spider-Man 1 was about 3 hours total of like story content. This is 9 to 10 hours. It's half. It's a half game. Yeah, and my fear is that's what God of War is.
Oh.
I will
Because
be
they didn't say God of War 2.
well. Okay. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that's gonna dissuade it because it's also not called God of War 4. But
Bruh.
Epic bra moment.
Bruh.
I just the reason I think see it going one of two ways. So it came out in 2018, the first one. 2021 is very fast. Don't
What
you
do you mean?
think? Like the game's supposed to come out next year. The first game came out in 2018 in August. That is a very quick turnaround time for a sequel to that big of a game. However, I'd have to see like what is it built around? Is it built for the PS4 and is it going to come to PS4? Because if not, and it's built around new hardware, I don't see how you do that quickly. You know, only way I can see you doing it that quickly is if the story's way shorter.
Yeah.
I don't want that though. I don't like that. I know it's a thing of you either got to make games cost almost double, or you've got to keep them same price, cut the amount of work they take.
I mean, it's been almost 3 years since the first one came out, though, right?
Yeah, but the first game took 6 years of development. To be fair, it was a brand new, pretty much concept, so
yeah,
it's like
I'm
ground
sure
up.
they'll have like reused assets and things.
And that's like with Breath of the Wild
And
too.
mechanics. Like they have a base game to go off of now.
That's crazy that God of War 2 is going to be going up against Breath of the Wild 2 as far as Game of the Year goes. Because I wonder how, because I have no idea how God of War 2 is, if it's going to be 2, unless it's 1.5. And Zelda 2 is Zelda 2. So, yeah. And it's also, so Mario's 35th anniversary was this year. The Zelda anniversary is next year for the 35th. And Mario's had a 25th where they've done something, and so has Zelda. So they will probably do something for Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be very cool to get some of those games ported onto Switch too. I'd love
they
to.
will. I mean, why wouldn't they?
I think so. That whole thing with the 3D collection being unavailable starting March 31st, I hope it's not just them trying to get done with the fiscal year. I've heard that a lot. Like March is the end of 2020's fiscal year, so it's like we got to get all our sales out so they look good for the end of the year, and Mario is a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's the realistic poopy look. The fun look is in March they cut it off, and starting like in April it becomes a Nintendo 64 edition of like the Switch Online. Don't think so though. Very pie in the sky. But it'd be cool to have a Zelda 3D collection.
Yeah.
What would you include on it?
Majora's Mask,
Ocarina.
and probably Twilight.
You know what? I agree. Because Wind Waker,
And then they'll probably do what they did with 3D World with Twilight or Skyward Sword.
so there's that. It was listed on Amazon, Skyward Sword for Switch. And it's like a separate thing.
Yeah.
And then with Wind Waker, I can see them releasing that as its own thing
They've
for.
already done a remake for that, though.
But that's the thing, like just that remake. And it's. I'll probably charge you $59.99.
Of course.
But I'd be fine with that too. I really like the idea of convenience when it comes to gaming. That's to me what the next generation should be about.
Mm-hmm.
And a big part of that is being able to play your old games on one thing. Like just if I have to buy it, I'll buy it, but let me play these games so I don't have to have 8 systems hooked up.
Yeah. Let's talk about pop culture.
We only got
Any
a little bit.
new movies?
Boys season 2 so far has been a banger. Did you see that?
Anime? Yes, I am all caught up.
We'll have to end it on the boys. So, holy shit.
That's crazy.
That is a crazy. I love that show.
Yeah, they're doing it.
Okay,
Doing it good.
so we'll see you guys. Guess not much more to talk about there.
Stormfront's pretty cool.
Yeah, Shazam character was smart. I like that.
Mhm.
But it is time.
Billy Butcher's pretty cool. Oh yeah, you got shit to do apparently.
I've got to see my family because I don't see them anymore.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba
We
Booey.
didn't even use the voice modulators. And that's kind of depressing because there's a Karen one.
You know what? Let's head it out with the your little song. Bye guys. I've talked to you for too long. I'll close my accounts.